What's going on, YouTube? It's MJ the Bipolar Bear back at it again, episode 2 of my daily vlog. I checked my other videos, no views yet, but I'm not gonna let that discourage me. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. Every mountain starts with a pile of dirt, so I'm gonna keep plugging and see what happens. Like I said, could be a flop, could not be. I don't think anybody starts YouTube expecting to have 1 million subscribers, but I don't even need 1 million, just a couple loyal few. Like I said before, this channel is just for your average American who needs somebody to vent to, who wants to talk about daily problems, how screwed up the world is, and etc., etc. I am sitting here in line waiting to get fuel so I can park this truck and get off a little earlier today. It's currently 4/27, February 24th, 2026. Been at it since 4 a.m., so it's about time to go to the house. Beautiful day today, a little chilly, but other than that, can't complain. I figured I'd start a scale on my little bipolarism and rate every day on how my day is going, went, present, earlier in the day, current, whatever. We'll say 1 being, why the hell did I get out of bed? And 10 being, I just hit the lotto. I'd say today's been about a 8. It's been a pretty good day. A little cold out, but you know, kind of bitching when it's super hot and bitching when it's cold. So yeah, trying to get through a day without freezing to death, but it hadn't been that bad. I got plenty of clothes in here in the truck. I probably got 8 jackets, 4 toboggans, extra pants, extra shoes. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I wish this truck driver would hurry the hell up. I'm ready to go home. But I'm just wondering how you beautiful people are doing today. Did you have a shit day? Did you have a great day? I mean, you know, let me know. Like I said, if you comment, I will comment back. I'm not above anything. I did want to mention something, and it might be crazy to some. You might think, well, why does it even matter? But I just wanted to put the meaning behind why I'm even starting this. Like I said, I went to Disney last week, and I went by this YouTuber's house that really got me started doing this. And I've watched him for years, loved his content, was really, really hoping that I'd run across him one day and meet him. I mean, he passed away right before Christmas, and I went by his house and stood on his porch where he stood, and I was actually kind of starstruck, which was crazy because he wasn't even there, but it was just knowing he was there. He was such a great guy. I mean, Adam the Woo is what I'm talking about, if you don't know. And like I said, maybe you never heard of him, maybe you think I'm crazy for even bringing him up, but he worked retail at stores, and one day decided he was going to he was going to quit his job, and he was going to do the YouTube thing. And I believe he bought a van and struck out. When he passed away, he had over 1 million subscribers and was pretty much living life like one day I would love to live. I'd love to set this up as a secondary income. God, if I could ever get it where it was a primary income, that would be sweet. And the more the channel grows, the more stuff I'll be able to do. You know, eventually, hell, I might hit the road. I got some cool spots in North Carolina and South Carolina I can show. Maybe even Georgia, Virginia, Tennessee. Like I said, driving a truck, I've been pretty much all over the place. Not really West Coast. I have been to Seattle when I went on an Alaskan cruise. Seattle was a damn culture shock, let me tell you. I had never been anywhere where there was like homeless people like smoking fentanyl in front of where the Seattle Seahawks play football. That was kind of crazy. I had this nice hotel, and there was like a tent city set up across from it. I mean, it was wild. We went on a ghost tour of Seattle, and hold on one second. We went on a ghost tour of Seattle, and we were more afraid of the junkies out there tweaking out than we were any ghosts, but still a beautiful place. That Pike's Market was awesome. I didn't get on the Sky Needle, but before we got back on the plane, we rented a room for the day and stayed right there at the Sky Needle. That was pretty cool. So if you ever can get to Seattle, I suggest you go. Just watch out for the junkies, but I heard they're trying to clean that up. I don't know. I hadn't been back out there. I do plan to go though. I told my wife the other day, I want to get back to New Orleans and I want to get back to Seattle and not just be there to jump on a boat or a plane. I want to be able to like chill there. New Orleans is cool. Now, it was hotter than hell when we were down there. I ain't gonna lie, but as far as like, if you're into like the tombs and ghosts and vampires and all that, it's the place to go for sure. Highly, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Somebody going by beeping the horn, but yeah, if you never get to Seattle, I highly, highly, highly recommend that. Or New Orleans, both pretty cool places. I'd like to get back out there. I tried a beignet for the first time in Florida, and that son of a bitch was banging. I want to get out to New Orleans and try a real deal beignet. That would be awesome. And I will. You know, can't hold a good man down. They say if you work for everything you got, you eventually get it. But he ain't got there yet. But I will. I'm happy, you know. I got a woman at home that's better than anything that I deserve, and got kids. You know, I don't have any sons. I got 2 daughters, and I'm gonna tell you what, wouldn't trade it for the world. I know people, oh, you need a little boy. You know, I don't need nothing more than what I got. You know, this ain't the damn 50s when you got to have a son to carry on your name. Hell, these strong, independent women out here today, they'll keep my damn last name. I bet you my daughter keep her last name. Make her husband change his name. I ain't playing. But life is good. Life is good. Any day above dirt is a good day. And like I said, I mean, the whole point of this channel is, you know, if you're having any problems, need a friend, got something you want, you know, honest opinion about, need to vent. No judgment. No judgment at all. Like I said, I'm going to do this thing. And like I said, if I go a year of posting these videos and I have no views or any subscribers, I'll know I tried. But if you don't try, you'll never succeed. Ever. But yeah, I think I'm fixing to go home and call it a day. It's been a good one. Ready to go back on vacation already, I ain't gonna lie. But let me tell you something in case you don't know about these damn theme parks. Disney, Universal, whatever. I drive a truck for a living. A good average, I might take 2,000-3,000 steps a day. We was down at Disney clocking like 13,000-14,000. It took me 2 or 3 days to recover from vacation when I got back to work. I'm just now getting my legs back from under me. It was hell on somebody, but it was hell. It wasn't just me. My kids had their ass kicked too, but we had a good time. I can't lie. I love Disney. I've been to Disney 3 times. Before COVID was the best time. Customer service was off the chain. We got there at a good time. Like I've heard people say they've been to Disney and not rode everything they wanted to ride. We rode everything in that damn, all 4 of them parks 2 or 3 times. After COVID, right when they was releasing the restrictions, we went back and it wasn't nearly as good, the customer service. that really went to shit. And this time, I mean, there were some nice people, don't get me wrong, but there is some assholes working there that I know for a fact would not have got that job with that attitude before COVID. I'll put it to you that way. And now Disney's only turned into a money market. I mean, you gotta pay $200-300 for the ticket. Then if it's busy and you want to guarantee you ride, you gotta buy a fast pass. Well, then you get a fast pass and you get a time block, which if you get there at 9 o'clock and your damn time block's at 6 p.m., you might not even make it to that damn time block. And you can't change it until you get on it. So but if you got big money and you damn buy the premium package, which God only knows how much that is, then you know you can ride everything. You know, it wasn't good enough that I spent my $300 to get in the park. Well, now I got to spend another $300 to ride the rides in the park. So it might be a while before I go back to Disney. I'm gonna take my wife to Universal because she's a big old Harry Potter fan. I like Harry Potter too, but I mean, she's like a bookie. You know, she done read all the books probably 2 or 3 times. But she's great. She really is great. Better than anything I deserve, I can tell you that. But like I said, I just wanted to kick in this thing with a part 2, and like I said, I'm gonna do this every day. Maybe one day somebody click on the video and like what I got to say, or wants to interact, or whatever. I'm a nobody, but we're all somebody. And I don't think anybody that ever started a YouTube channel suspected, I'm gonna come out the gate with 10,000 people. I did the TikTok thing, had like 12,000, 13,000 followers, but I don't know, it just wasn't interactive, and I don't know, I just quit it. Figured I'd try this YouTube thing out. But if you do like the videos, hit subscribe, like, turn your notifications on, share the video, tell your friends there's a crazy ass white boy from South Carolina talking nonsense. But I hope your day is blessed, and appreciate you giving me a minute of your day. Appreciate you.